all you beautiful people. I am curious. You're watching Travel by Nature, and tonight we are at the Sigma Chi Delta International Society annual induction ceremony for this guy.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was invited to join. It's an honor society for people majoring in English, like myself. So yeah, that's one of the reasons for the ceremony tonight. Other than that, they are also launching 2 different journals that the College of Arts and Humanities publishes every year. They have the creative journal Orpheus. That one is for like short stories and art and stuff like that. And then they have Calliope, their other journal, that's for like research papers and stuff. And I got an essay published in Calliope, and so I was also invited because they are launching the journal and all authors were invited. So yeah, I'm here for a couple reasons tonight. And it's just the English department's end of the year celebration.
Excited?
Yep.
Like the Calliope, like the thing that got you behind it.
Yeah, we got the 2 covers.
Nice. All right, so we're just gonna chill back and just wait for the ceremony, and I guess have some snacks or whatever. So.
Yep.
So 2 notes to bring about this. I'm talking to the camera here. So 2 notes about this. One is that we are at the Walter Stern Library on the campus of Cal State Bakersfield. If you want to know exactly where we're at. And second thing, one of the things I love about some of these events is they will sometimes provide snacks, which we've got sodas and some cookies and stuff. And I think they're bringing in some other food later. But this is going to be, it's just nice to just be able to come here, and just. This is a new experience for me because this is something that I didn't get a chance to even get to do, and so to be able to see Logan participate in stuff like this is really a lot of fun to watch, and I'm very proud. So, as we all partake in our sodas.
Everybody gets movies. Okay, write your name very clearly on your piece.
They just signed a bunch of cards, I guess.
The stages of adults hope you get to sign your life away.
That's true. I don't know what they're planning, but it sounds conspicuous. And the meeting is over. I thought you guys were planning a jailbreak or something.
Maybe.
Tonight, we are honored by the presence of Sigma Tau Delta members, inductees, officers, and honored guests. Tonight's inductees will be joining us in Sigma Tau Delta, the International English Honor Society. partaking in our mission to distinguish undergraduate students, graduate students, scholars in academia, and professional writers who are recognized for their accomplishments in linguistic or literary fields.
Sigma Tau Delta promotes interest in literature and the English language on local campuses and their surrounding communities, focusing the discipline of English in all its aspects, including creative and critical writing.
Inductees, membership in Sigma Tau Delta is an outward recognition of personal accomplishments. By qualifying for membership, you have proven to be of high caliber in the study of English, meeting the high academic standards of Sigma Tau Delta.
Sigma Tau Delta began in May 1924 under the direction of Professor Judson Quincy Owen. What started just as an English club at Dakota Wesleyan College soon attracted enough attention from English departments at other campuses that Owen proposed the idea of Sigma Tau Delta, the professional English fraternity. By their second annual convention in 1928, 71 chapters have been chartered.
After 1931, no national conventions were held, and each region held its own meetings. With the abandoning of national conventions, the publication and distribution of their literary magazine, The Rectangle, which Professor Owen had edited and published, also ended for a time. After Owen's death in 1969 and the loss of many of the Society's records due to fire in 1970, the reorganization convention was held at Northern Illinois University. During the convention, the delegates adopted a new constitution and voted to apply for membership in the Association of College Honor Societies.
The new National Secretary, E. Nelson James, assumed the responsibility for again publishing The Rectangle, and national conventions were resumed. With over 770 chapters in large and small, private and public, colleges and universities in the US and abroad, Sigma Tau Delta is now the most active honors organization in our field and one of the largest members of the Association of College Honor Societies. Nationally, the Society adds about 7,400 new members annually and gives out over $100,000 in scholarships and awards.
The past 102 years has been extremely successful, and with continued participation by dedicated members, Sigma Tau Delta can look forward to an even better future. Central to Sigma Tau Delta is our international motto: sincerity, truth, and design.
Willa Cather once wrote, "The history of every country begins in the heart of a man or a woman." Likewise, the history of Sigma Tau Delta begins in the hearts of its members and their willingness to put thought into action. The foundation of any organization lies in the sincerity of its members. Without your willingness to stand, to be recognized, to join with others, there would not be a Sigma Tau Delta. Inductees, we recognize your commitment and your sincerity. Together, we can strengthen the foundation of our society and look forward in unity and purpose.
Sincerity in all things is vital to the creation of Sigma Tau Delta, as is our commitment to the truth, which is vital to the vision of Sigma Tau Delta. Henry David Thoreau once said, "It takes two to speak the truth, one to speak and another to listen."
As members of Sigma Tau Delta, you understand the importance of communication, the value of listening, and the significance of expression. You have proven yourselves capable of comprehending the English language and of pursuing the truth in works of literature.
You continue these efforts and prepare yourselves to take the truths that you have found here into the world, sharing with others your joy and appreciation of our discipline. Truth cannot exist in a vacuum. Like any art form, it must be shared to be understood. As you prepare yourselves to discover the truth, rest assured that the structure and traditions of Sigma Tau Delta will aid you. The last element of our motto, design, exemplifies this point.
William Shakespeare wrote, "As many arrows loosed several ways fly to one mark, as many ways meet in one small town, as many fresh streams meet in one salt sea, so may 1,000 actions once afoot end in one purpose and be all well born without defeat." We are like these many arrows, each coming from a different source, each with unique talents and varied interests, but as members of Sigma Tau Delta, we all promise to support one another and focus our energies to the society's goals. We follow the design laid out before us, assured that our strength of intent and clarity of purpose will assist us in our aims.
Inductees, if you are able, please rise. Inductees, sincerity, truth, and design embody the basis, the purpose, and the structure of Sigma Tau Delta. Without an understanding and appreciation of these elements, our society would crumble. Inductees, if you comprehend and accept our society's motto as stated, please say, "I do."
I do.
If you then affirm our motto, I'm going to ask you to join in the declaration of our international pledge. You'll find the pledge on the back of your program. And I'll follow along with us. Inductees, my fellow faculty, let's read together. I shall endeavor to advance the study of chief literary masterpieces, to encourage worthwhile reading, to promote the mastery of written expression, and to foster a spirit of fellowship among those who specialize in the study of the English language and of literature, ever keeping in mind our international motto, sincerity, truth, and design. Sigma Tau Delta is now honored to recognize you as esteemed members of our International Honor Society. We ask that inductees now please come forward and line up to the area to my right, along here. I want to let the family members know that we want you to take pictures. Don't be afraid. Get your cameras ready if you want. Okay. So I'm going to ask Dr. Stockwell to move to the podium at this point.
The international headquarters of Sigma Tau Delta now presents to you the outward signs of your induction, your membership certificate and membership pin. Please step forward and give me your card so I will call your name and receive these symbols of your membership. Julian Carl.
Julian, you stand in the middle. Is that the truth? So that was going to look this way.
Braden Kales. Madison Darwish. Ixchel Reyes.
Haley Bucarelli. Logan Scott. Madison Lovejoy. Julia Newman. Hannah Jimenez. Rodel Fuentes. Inductees, you have fulfilled the obligations necessary to join Sigma Tau Delta. You have expressed your commitment to sincerity, your devotion to truth, and your dedication to design. I leave you as newly inducted members of Sigma Tau Delta with these words by Emily Dickinson. Please carry them with you as you grow with our organization. We never know how high we are till we are called to rise. And then, if we are true to plan, our statures touch the skies. Let's give a huge round of applause to the newest members of Sigma Tau Delta. Supported through the great generosity of the Pearl and Vandy families since 2007, the Lee E. Pearl Outstanding Student in English Award was created by an anonymous donor and named in honor of Julia Lee E. Pearl to honor a student who has made a special contribution to the department, the school, the university, and or the community at large, and who serves as a proud representative of the department. The prize continues to be sponsored by Lee's older sister, Kanoe Bande, and her husband, Donald. Kanoe is the athletic director at Taft College, and she's extremely busy. We invite her every year, but she's always got something going on. But I do want to recognize her because this is the 20th year that they have donated and allowed us to be able to give this award away. So let's give Kanoe a real loud thank you. She's actually in Kansas visiting her son. So I have a card from Kanoe, which may or may not hold a check for $500. This year's Pearl Outstanding Student in English Award nomination came from Dr. Dan Stockwell and was approved unanimously by the faculty of the Department of English. Dr. Stockwell writes, before our awardee was even elected president of the English Club for the 25-26 academic year, She was already demonstrating initiative and leadership. She actively recruited her peers to run for officer positions, resulting in a highly engaged and competitive election with multiple contested roles, something we don't always see and something that speaks to her ability to inspire others. Since assuming the presidency, she has consistently shown exceptional leadership, dedication, and follow-through. Under her guidance, the English Club has hosted a wide range of successful events, including a picnic and games night, a murder mystery event, 2 trivia nights, a bingo night, and a pizza and painting night. These events have been extremely well attended and enthusiastically received, contributing meaningfully to student life within the department. Her leadership is both hands-on and collaborative. She has been present and actively involved in every event, while also supporting her fellow officers to take ownership of programming. By encouraging their ideas and supporting them in leading events, such as the bingo night and the pizza and painting night, she has built a strong and involved executive board of club officers. In addition to fostering community, she has demonstrated foresight and responsibility in strengthening the club's sustainability. Through initiatives such as used book sales, the club has raised over $300. She's implemented a vision for financial continuity, ensuring that the club can replenish its funds and continue offering meaningful programming for years to come. Under her leadership, the English Club has developed a clear identity and momentum. She leaves behind not only a record of success, but also a sustainable model and blueprint that future officers can build upon. Her work reflects the spirit of service, leadership, and pride in the English department that the Lee E. Pearl Outstanding Student in English Award seeks to recognize. It's been a genuine privilege to work with her in his role as faculty advisor, and he's honored to nominate her for this award. A brief bio for our awardee. She is a master's student in the English program at CSUB. Her academic work centers on post-colonial literature and archival reconstruction, with a focus on the epistemological, historical, and cultural impacts of limited and fragmented archives. In addition to all the work that she's done with English Club, she's also participated in the student research competition, helping to increase representation of English students in a space where they have traditionally been terribly, terribly underrepresented. Previously recognized as the outstanding undergraduate of the English department, she is honored to receive the Lee E. Pearl Outstanding Student in English Award, which reflects her continued commitment to scholarship, service, and departmental leadership. She plans to teach at the community college level while continuing her research on archives, knowledge production, and cultural memory, and to pursue work in publishing that supports emerging authors. She remains dedicated to fostering inclusive and collaborative academic spaces and to recovering erased voices. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in recognizing the 2026 Lee E. Pearl Outstanding Student in English Award, Britt Melson. Britt Nelson, everybody.
We are now ready to install our officers for the 2026-2027 academic school year. As a member of our executive board, each officer has important duties, and each is, in their own sphere, responsible for the success of the chapter. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Stroop and Case to help with the installation of new Sigma Tau Delta officers. I would also like to ask the newly elected chapter officers to please come forward as your name is called and stand to my left, facing the audience. We shall now give the charge to the Public Relations Officer, Ixchel Reyes. Faithful member of Sigma Tau Delta, you have been elected to the position of Public Relations Officer. Are you ready to assume the duties of the office, ever guarding the sacred honor of Sigma Tau Delta? If so, state, I am. Then, as an emblem of your office, we turn over to you the public relations book of our chapter, guarded well and faithfully. We shall now give the charge to the historian, Julian Carl. Faithful member of Sigma Tau Delta, you have been elected to the position of historian. Are you ready to assume the duties of the office, ever guarding the sacred honor of Sigma Tau Delta? If so, state, I am.
I am.
Then, as an emblem of your office, we turn over to you the historian's book of our chapter, Guard It Well and Faithfully. We shall now give the charge to the secretary, Madison Lovejoy. Faithful member of Sigma Tau Delta, you have been elected to the position of secretary. Are you ready to assume the duties of the office, ever guarding the sacred honor of Sigma Tau Delta? If so, state, I am.
I am.
Then, as an emblem of your office, we turn over to you the secretary's book of our chapter, Guarded Well and Faithfully. We shall now give the charge to the treasurer, Braden Kales. Faithful member of Sigma Tau Delta, you have been elected to the position of treasurer. Are you ready to assume the duties of the office, ever guarding the sacred honor of Sigma Tau Delta? If so, state, I am.
I am.
Then, as an emblem of your office, we turn over to you this record of the finances of our chapter, together with the keeping of all funds now on hand. Guard them well and faithfully. We shall now give the charge to the Vice President, Logan Scott. Faithful member of Sigma Tau Delta, you have been elected to the position of Vice President. Are you ready to assume the duties of the office, ever guarding the sacred honor of Sigma Tau Delta? If so, state, I am.
I am.
Then, as an emblem of your office, we turn over to you the ceremonial gavel. Guard it well and faithfully. We shall now give the charge to the President, Julia Newland. Faithful member of Sigma Tau Delta, you have been elected to the position of President. Are you ready to assume the duties of the office, ever guarding the sacred honor of Sigma Tau Delta? If so, state, I am.
I am.
Then, as an emblem of your office, we turn over to you the ceremonial academic mace. Guard it well and faithfully. Family, friends, and guests, your new Sigma Tau Delta Executive Board. Let's give them a round.
So there's one other group that we need to honor tonight. That is every friend and family member who got these guys to where they're at right now. Let's give them a big round of applause. we want to thank you again for coming. Remember to stick around for the Orpheus and Calliope rollout, release and rollout party. But before you guys go away, we are going to take some formal pictures, so we're going to line everybody up. And so family, if you want to take some pictures, now is the time to do it as well. Again, thank you all for coming. We really appreciate your support. Okay, we're going to ask one more with the faculty members. Please come up to the front. Okay, can we now? Could we have, please now have all of the inductees come up?
Is that it?
Should be.
All right, everybody, can you guys in the back, scoot in? That way you guys are together, you guys are together. A little more to the right. One step to the right. A little more there. All right, everybody up front, big smile. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Yay!
Congratulations.